night was dark, the kind of darkness that swallowed even moonlight. Crickets chirped, goats muttered in their pens, and somewhere in the silence a child cried. Little Aduni sat up on her raffia mat, trembling, tears pouring down her cheeks. She didn't make a sound, she couldn't. Since she was a baby, she had never spoken a single word. Not a whisper, not a laugh, not even a cry that made noise. Her mother, Marayo, rushed in from the next room with a lantern. "Aduni," she whispered, "what is it? Another nightmare?" Aduni only pointed toward the window, eyes wide, but when Marayo turned, there was nothing there, just wind and the rustle of banana leaves. She hugged her daughter close. "It's okay," she said, even though nothing was okay. When Aduni was 3 months old, she fell ill during the Harmattan. Her body burned with fever for days. There was no clinic in the village, and her father, Baba Raji, refused to take her to the town hospital. "Witchcraft," he had muttered. "She'll be fine." She wasn't. After that sickness, Aduni stopped making sounds. The child was alive, but silent. Back in the present, Marayo held her daughter tighter. "Sleep, my angel, just sleep." But she didn't sleep. Not Aduni, not Marayo. Because they were both waiting for Baba Raji to come back. By dawn, the sun had not yet shown its face when Marayo stepped outside, carrying a basket of Agbalumo fruits, the last batch she had. She balanced it on her head and walked toward the market trail when Baba Raji's voice stopped her. "Woman, where are you going?" "I'm going to sell the Agbalumo before they rot," she said, not meeting his eyes. He came closer, chewing a stick of sugarcane, his chest bare, wrapper tied low, eyes cold. "You fetch water, wash my clothes." "I'll do it when I return." He didn't let her finish. Slap! She staggered backward, the basket nearly falling off. "You choose fruit over me? You mad?" "I'm only trying to feed us," she whispered. He spat on the ground. "Useless woman." She said nothing, just turned around, adjusted her wrapper and walked away. Behind her, Aduni had been watching through the crack in the door. Tears rolled down her cheeks again, silent. Always silent. By the time Marayo reached the village square, it was already buzzing, but not with buyers. The buyers had come early and gone. She was too late. She stood there holding her basket, eyes scanning the empty stalls, heart sinking. Ah, Marayo," called Mama Bisi, a neighbor who sold palm oil. "You just dey come, you dey sick." Marayo forced a smile. "No, I took Aduni to the herbalist this morning." You for tell me, all the fruit buyers don't go." Marayo sighed, shoulders sagging. "Leave the Agbalumo here," Mama Bisi offered. "I fit help you sell AM. Just come tomorrow, collect money." "Thank you," Marayo said quietly, then turned and walked back home with an empty basket. She stepped into the house and froze. Baba Raji was sitting on the wooden stool, his belt hanging from his hand. "What did you bring?" he asked. "Nothing," Marayo replied. "The buyers were gone when I reached." He stood up slowly. "You think this house is joke?" "I tried, whip." The belt came down on her back, again and again. Aduni screamed silently, running forward, trying to stop him, her tiny hands pushing against his legs. But she couldn't say a word, couldn't beg, couldn't scream. All she could do was cry. That night, Marayo lay on a mat, her body shaking with pain. Her face was swollen, her back was raw. Aduni sat beside her, holding her mother's hand, her little chest heaving with silent sobs. Then something strange happened. Aduni stood up, walked to the window and stared out again, like she had the night before. Her eyes darted to the shadow near the bush fence. It moved. A figure, small, then gone. She turned to wake her mother, but Marayo was already unconscious. When Marayo married Baba Raji, everyone warned her. "He has no heart," her cousin had said. But she was young and hopeful, until he lost his job in the city and dragged her back to the village, blaming her for his failure. She worked day and night, farming, hawking, doing people's laundry. Still, he beat her for everything. By the next morning, Marayo hadn't woken up. Aduni tried shaking her, poking her arm. Nothing. She stood there frozen, then ran out of the house, barefoot, tears falling. She didn't know where she was going, just ran. Through the narrow village paths, past the palm tree grove, until she reached the shrine of Baba Ifaleke, the blind priest. He was sitting on a stool, grinding herbs, when Aduni dropped to her knees before him. She couldn't speak, but her face said everything. He reached out, touched her head. "I saw you coming," he said. "You are the child of silence, but your soul is loud."
Whatever happened next? There was no turning back now. Eager to find out what happened next in this story. Comment continue below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with our latest releases. We truly appreciate your love and support so far. Let's keep the fire burning.